Alright guys, what's up? It's just the beginning of striper fall migration run, and we're at the confluence right now where the feather and the Sacramento Y off Verona, and behind me is Verona the boat launch, and they are open. Check the hours and everything, but they are now open during the week. I think they close at like 5 or something. But it's just the beginning right now. We're waiting for a cold front, a nice cold storm, and some cold weather. The water temperature is definitely dropping. We need some water in the system here to push these fish up the river. They're doing pretty good in the delta. They're still flooding in though. Check this out, it's pretty cool. You got your swim bait and a little spinner flasher on there. But how I got this, it's a hollow body Kitech swim bait, and as you can see, it's a weedless the way I hook it here. I'll show you guys how I do that here in a little bit, but it's awesome, very effective, and doesn't get hooked up on hung up on stuff when you're fishing in the river. Where's that big fish? I definitely got a bite.
I'm about to catch that big fish.
Yeah, let it
7-inch.
when you drop, when you cast it, let that thing drop.
Yeah.
That's when it bit me. I let it drop and I started reeling it in and it bit me.
How deep is it?
I think it's like 15, 18, 16. Man, it is cold in the morning and night and hot in the day. How to do the weedless swim bait setup, and it's either with a 5/0 or a 4/0 hook. This one's got a spinner and this one doesn't. This is a 4 and this is a 5, and this is two different swim baits right here. This is a solid body and this is a hollow body. As you can see, it's got a little slit inside of it, so it comes out when that fish bites on there like that. The hook comes out, but when you're fishing it, it's fishing like that under the weeds, through the weeds and stuff. And then this one's a little bit different. This one, the hook sits right here. That's why you want to get the real deep ones, the hooks that go deep down into here. That way when the fish bites down, he gets hooked. But that's the way to do it without the hollow bodies, and then that's how you do it with the hollow bodies. So I'll show you guys here. Either way, it's the same setup. So you get your hook here, you thread it on right in the middle. I usually like to go a little bit lower on the front, screw it in, a little bit too much, so right about there. And so right here, you're marking not where the tip of the hook is, but you're marking right here, right on the edge. That's where you're marking on the fish. So like that, and then you want to go about a 45, and you want to go straight through, all the way straight through, and then once you get it straight through, you go back. You push it back like that, and see, now your hook is weedless, but if a fish bites it, he'll get hooked right there. And you want to make it so your fish is perfectly straight, so it's swimming nice and natural looking. And it's the same thing with this guy. This is a Kitech 5-inch swim bait here, and I love these things. They have super good action, and they have hollow bodies, which I really like for setting up the weedless setup. Oh man, we could just skip it under them trees right there. Bet you there's a nice bass waiting over there. All right, we're drifting a little way in the middle now. Let's go to our spot. Hey, check this thing out in front of you. I'm just gonna cast it right in front of you.
Holy moly. That thing's crazy.
It's really good looking. Let's see if I get on the camera. Man, that thing looks so nice little bass be sitting right there, right under that tree. Gotta practice that skipping. I'll watch it. Ooh, skipped a little bit. Skipped it, but it did a little bird's nest. Catch on a dog. Ooh, that was a good one. It's down there, yeah. Go perfect in the middle. Wrap those chobies like crazy. That's how I like to do it. Just cut the head off. Just like that. The hook just inside there. Nice. Oh my god. No wonder why the worms are getting snagged to these things. Wow. Alright, so we're just at Verona. It was a little slow there. If you don't get out early, right now, you got these boaters and skiers, and they're gonna just mess up the water. We were on some fish. We seen a few jump, we got a few bites, and then a boater just comes right in front of us and just scares all the fish and pretty much just anchors right on top of us. So best bet's late night, late afternoons or early morning. We got a little late start today on the Sac River, but Verona boat launch is open now. So we will be back out in the Sac River very soon, and also the Delta. We're gonna hit the Delta real soon. The water temperature is cooling down quite a bit. It's getting real cold at night and in the early mornings, and that's what pushing these fish up around and through the system. And we should have a storm, or at least a cold front coming in, I would say in about a week, probably next week. After this, I think this is gonna be our last little heat wave here. The rest of the week, it looks like it's gonna be the 90s. And then it's gonna start cooling down, and then we'll start getting some weather. And it's gonna push all of these fish. Once this rain hits, it's gonna push these fish up. And then we should be getting on a lot more striper and seeing a lot more in the system right now. Quite a few shakers being caught. There definitely is some keepers. They're just hard to find right now, but they are out here. On these clips right here, I always put these clips on the end of my line. That way you could switch lures or swim baits real quick. Try to toss this crawdad crawl here. Spray some stink on this and bang. Didn't get it out to those guys. That is cool. Oh, bro, look, I have someone's line. I don't gotta zoom in, just get it right on. Ooh, it stinks, bro. Alright guys, we're just wrapping it up. It's hot out here, still feels like summer even though it's the beginning of fall right now. The stripers are just starting to run. There's a bunch of shakers. Just caught a catfish and a few shakers, and it's just beginning, boys. So once this weather turns, it's going to be much better. All right, see you guys on the next one.